Hi Aries, and welcome to your reading for the period 9th of April to 9th of May. As I said in my welcoming message, because I don't want to commit on monthly readings for all the signs, I will just post as I manage to do one sign, to make a reading for one sign, and then it will be the month starting from the day I do the reading. Without further ado, because I don't want to have extra long messages, I hope for a while that you will not have any commercials also on my videos. Let's go into your reading. I have a 6-card spread here for you. Very interesting and pleasant to see that things are going to improve in your life. You have 3 heavy sword signs. 2 of them are reversed, are not and it's not as bad as it seems. The idea is that you it feels like you come in, this is residual energy from the past months. You've been through something quite unpleasant, quite stressful, and it seems that it's from many months before at least. So most of these unpleasant things have tired you down, and you had to deal with all these disappointments. Some of you, I see depression for some of you, and okay, it's a wide range of sensations coming here. I feel that some of you have been lingering in a period where you just self-pitied yourself. Maybe you victimize yourself too much because of the hardship that was in your life. Like, what I feel is not being able to get out of your mind for a longer period. For some of you, it's just the feeling of not being able what you want to do what you want to do, and you feel like you're not acting to the standards you want, according to the values you have, and maybe deep down you feel that you are not proving the integrity you would like to show in your life. Long story short, some of you are disappointed with yourselves. However, there is good news, and you recover your energy. I will not make it particularly a love reading, but I know that most of the people are into that. I will try to make general and touch the relationship and love aspect of it. You have some oracle cards here, and with the time for a nap, it feels like you should use this period if you still feel low energy, just to recover yourself. And it's okay to take to have a period when you are not making huge plans, you are not taking big actions. And this message here, it actually says that if you're single, it's good to take time to improve the relationship with yourself. But if you are involved with someone, you just have to relax and be with your partner, and try to because of these swords here, for some of you, especially the partnered ones, probably there are some communication issues. You're not transmitting and receiving the correct messages. You want to say something and it comes out different, and what you receive back is the same. So take this time to try to understand your partner and see exactly what you mean when you talk to each other. It's not a good period to push into anything, and just probably, I'm talking about the beginning of the period. It's just let the energy to flow, and just be patient, because things are going to improve. As I said, there is good news here. The things are going to improve. The energy that I feel is going to improve, and it's like you managed to break free from the self-limitations that you had so far, just because you thought you are unable, incapable, low self-esteem, and who knows what you've been feeling there that made you so feeling so low after all. And yeah, sometimes for some of you this has to do with another person. Some of you have been going through fights, so not making necessarily a relationship. Could be a love relationship, could be a fight with someone at work, with someone from the family, with a friend, with it's about a fight. It's about a tension situation, because between two entities. So sometimes fights are good. So if this fight took place, things are going to improve. For some of you, a fight is still necessary, or not exactly a fight, but just pointing the things out, and things may get hit, but you'll get maybe you end up saying some hard words. But for example, if you're in a couple, but you apply to the relationship you want, you may have been avoiding this fight or a contradictory discussion just for your own peace of mind. But now this discussion is necessary, and it will be a bit of an aggressive one for some of you. For some, there could be rumors, there could be gossiping. You might be the victim of the gossiping, and this may lead to a quarrel, or you are generating the gossiping, and so on and so forth. So if you hear some gossip about your partner, you will probably generate the discussion, and there is disappointment, there is this discussion. However, it will clear the air. You will feel hurt, the other person will feel hurt, or there is a bit of a suffering here, but the air will get clearer as soon as you have this discussion. And in any case, if you hear this message and you want to take an advice, if possible, you should avoid being the generator of the rumors or gossips. Okay, it could be an air sign that you're dealing with, and it's a bit difficult, like Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But I feel that for some of you, this is your energy at the beginning of this period. It's you that are not acting with a clear mind, and your perception, it's a bit distorted. And as I said, it's because that you, for someone, you kind of lost your self-confidence and maybe felt trapped in your own negative mind, and this may have resulted in being a bit judgmental towards the other. You maybe criticize others more than you should, or you shouldn't at all, but we are all human, we all do it. And at the same time, you feel lost, you feel lonely, you feel that maybe these harsh words that make the conversation and connection with other people is the way you draw attention, and you get it's the way you communicate now, or you used to, because this, as I said, is a bit of residual energy. So the atmosphere will get clearer, as I said. For some of you, maybe with the Three of Swords here, maybe indeed a breakup. and it's difficult to deal with it. Some of you live in self-doubt, fear, isolation. Even if it was your decision, you're thinking maybe it was not such a good decision. And basically you're unhappy with the current situation. And you kind of live in the past. Maybe you want what you had in the past, which was not great then, but you feel it was better than what you live now. So just if you are not already on a better path, as it looks from the reading, it will come soon. So hang on in there. If it was bad in the past, it's not going to improve. And I mean, if you already broke up and you want to go back somewhere where it was not really good. For some of you, it's actually a fear of getting hurt, so you just stay idle and restrict yourself from a relationship because you don't want to get hurt because of past experience. The most important things here, it looks like you have like a breakthrough. You acknowledge that you have a wound, that you are suffering, that something is wrong with you, and from that moment your healing starts. So you realize that actually there's no one to blame, and blaming others, if you used to blame others for your poor state, you realize that it's only delaying your process of going towards well-being. So in any case, looks like by the end of May your healing should be if not completely done, you will be in a much better position, visible. You yourself, you'll see improvement. And it's a month where you will transform. And your transformation is going from this state where you were like self-imposed stigmatization victims, like you had a stance of being maybe a bit bitter and snappy attitude. So you let go of all these negative feelings and you start changing your attitude. It will come somehow naturally, and you will go towards you will love yourself more. You will some relationship will be healed with your new attitude. You realize that this miscommunication, this misunderstanding, going from just delivering the messages in the wrong way, you'll just take a while, forgive yourself, forgive the other, and start with a new attitude. There is one point I need to make for some of you. Some health issues may arise for some of you. For some it's like a short-term illness, so shouldn't be something very serious, but for the others, if you know that it's something bothering you, just go to see a doctor, because there is something that must be checked as soon as possible. For some of you, an operation needs to be made, and what I see now, if some of you needs to have an operation, you will be on the hands of a very good doctor. So it's a good period to have this things go before they get complicated, because if you miss this window, it's not a window of opportunity, but it's a good period to take things. If there is something more serious, you have the chance now, the things not to get complicated if you go see a doctor now. So going back to your to what I was saying before, there is this feeling that you may heal a relationship. Some of you may rescue a relationship by changing the attitude. Just sitting down calmly, talking about after the storm has gone. I see two people learning to make compromises. and you may decide to focus on what's positive in your relationship and not what's negative and blaming you did that, you did that, you did that. Instead, just thinking of the positive things that are between the two of you, the positive things that the other one is exposing, and work on that. However, very soon you will receive some good messages, some good news, something that will uplift you and will uplift your mood. You are going to find your joie de vivre, let's say. And it could be also for some of you a new relationship. It's either the partner you rekindled with or it's a new relationship. But it's all like depending on your perception and the way you change your attitude and focus on the positive aspects of your relationship, of yourself, of the other person. A particular case, but I don't. Let's go a bit more with the. I will go with the oracle cards, the second one, which is hope, and the image shows. It says that the image celebrates our children who will inherit the earth. It inspires us to become responsible stewards, to care and protect these precious planets for themselves and future generations. Connect with the younger person that you may know and lovingly express to them that the earth and all it's upon it will be on their hands and the other children's care. So maybe some of you have this all these issues with a teenager child, I feel. The messages of this hope card says that you are being inspired to open up your inner feelings about yourself, talk openly and honestly with the innocence and trust of a child, and your heart will guide you to speak with loving expression. This will also help the person you were led to speak with. So in the case of rekindling your relationship or solving your issues with a partner, it's you who have to make the first steps and be determined to follow the process in a calm manner. As I said, after the storm would have gone, because it looks like some heavy words have been probably already said. And there is, I said, there is something that it's like a particular case here for a few of you, or someone needs to hear this message, but unfortunately you may be dealing with the triangle, and this was the this distressed you so much. The cheater always suffered the most in this situation, I mean, and if you are the one who is playing double and you are trying to get out from a stressful relationship, so somehow you are just moving towards the new partner, now is the time to cut it clear. And this new person is good. This new person brings joy and happiness. They have a lovely romantic attitude. Possibly they are a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, but for some of you could be also an Aquarius, and if it's a completely new person, also could be a Sagittarius. I'll finish on the positive note, on the hope and the joy that is coming in the outcome. And as I said, the outcome, the fresh and positive energy, you will feel this energy, you will feel the vigor, and regardless your age, the energy that comes here, you will feel like a teenager. I will finish with the last oracle card, which is joy, and it says it's time for celebration. For this portends the joyous completion of a project, the attainment of a goal, or the end of a long and arduous journey. When you're thirsty, this marker promises that you'll find a well. When you're cold, a blanket. When you're hungry, nourishment. Joy also has another aspect, for not only does it celebrate receiving blessings from the fruits of actual labor, but it's also about the sharing of it. Joy celebrates itself. Its very essence radiates beauty and well-being. Like the spring sun breaking through after a long and gloomy winter, joy reminds us to be grateful for all the gifts of life. You truly have reason to smile when this marker appears on your path. I hope this reading made sense for you. Watch your rising sun and your moon sign as well, in case you need further clarification. And I'm looking forward, as usual, for your comments, and please do share and subscribe if you resonated with this reading. All the best for now.